coming from the resources that we have, but still people, they're not clapping hands.
Portia Modise goes for a spectacular goal, and Modise shows their world-class ability with 72nd international goal.
Looking at that Banyana Banyana match against Botswana, they have boycotted the match in Tsakani.
It was just a matter of time.
You are bullying these players. These are the champions. No, we are not bullying them.
Some play huge leagues in Europe. They can't qualify for the World Cup. Bafana.
Posh,
Hola.
how's it?
Sharp. Just.
Are you well?
I'm well, Joe.
How's it going?
It's a flu, but other than that, I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me just put the mic a little bit closer to you because of the flu.
No stress.
The flu is also trying to get me too because of the cold out here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how's everything going?
I must say everything is going well. In terms of my life, I can't complain that much. Things are not happening the way you want sometimes, but it's better than nothing. I'm grateful for whatever that I have right now.
Yeah.
So
let's maybe take it back for our audience. For people that don't know who Portia is, I'm talking about somebody who's in Nigeria, somebody who's in Ethiopia, somebody who's in China, somebody who's at the state. Who is Portia? Who is Portia, basically?
Okay. My name is Portia. Of course, Portia Modise, former player of Banyana Banyana. Portia was just a soccer player. Sometimes when people ask me that, I don't know really how to explain who's Portia, but I'll say Portia grows up in Soweto, in a very disadvantaged home. I discovered that I can play football in my younger age. Then I think I took that and I invested to that. And when my career started, I started to be seen, and I started to be selected to go and play for under-19 national team. Then from the under-19 national team, I was selected to go play for the first team. Then I think I started to grow my name from there, because when I started to be seen on TV, people started to like me and become a role model. Then I could say Portia became Portia like that. Ngoba Portia had a gift that he shared with the world, and the nice part, I was good with it. I was good with what I was doing. So, and that is why I was noticeable, and that is why today I'm sitting here with you interviewing me.
Yeah. How was it for your family seeing you for the first time on TV?
I think it's every dream yomzali to see umntwana wakhe being successful towards what he's doing or toward what he's doing. So I think my mom at first didn't trust that maybe this football could take me somewhere, just because the disadvantage of it being a woman that time. Women's football was not supported that much, and my mother didn't have that confidence. But I would say when he started to see me on TV, of course he started to be proud. Because even the neighbors, even the people from the street, they'll start to tell, we saw umtanako at TV. Then I think that's when they started to take it serious more than anything.
Were you aware how powerful football was at the time when you were just about to be selected to play for a big team?
To tell the honest truth, I think I knew from my role models, people I grew up watching and listening to their interviews. Seeing the changes that the game could do. Personally, with you, being involved in sport, I think it changed a lot of things about you individually, your personality, how you treat yourself, how you conduct yourself to people. So I think I didn't know that much, because it comes also with pressure. It comes with people, they'll have expectations from you. I was just playing a game. It was something that I felt good. I knew how to play. And why not? I played. But when I started to realize this thing that I've chosen, it comes with a lot of pressure, and it comes with professionality. It comes with fans, it comes with negativity.
Yeah.
I think that's when I started to take it even more serious and I started to build a strong personality.
Yeah. You know, I walked in here and I saw the trophies here that I just put here, and I was so impressed, and I had to say that I need to stop calling you Portia, but I need to call you Legend Portia. So do you agree with that?
I will say I have so much trophies. Yeah, I really don't choose for people what they see in me. I appreciate respect more than anything. But when you say I'm a legend, yes, I'll take that. Yes, I am a legend. I think I've worked for my country and I've put up some good performance. I won trophies. I was nominated. You know, so I'll say, yeah, I am a legend for a fact. I go to places with other legends that other people rate them legends. So when I see myself amongst those big legends, especially male figures, people that I didn't share the field with, but today I'm sharing the stages with them just because we are part of that group that is FIFA called Legend. So I take that, of course, yeah.
Jeez, man. Tell me about the times when you were playing for Banyana Banyana. I know that there were some crazy rumors up and down, but we were not there.
Yeah.
We were just watching from TV, you know. Obviously, for myself, I was just with journalists, but we don't really get to see the insight of what's really happening and how it feels to be on the field of play. Tell me about Banyana Banyana, basically.
Banyana Banyana.
Yeah, every time when you hear Banyana Banyana, what comes into your mind?
I think great memories, you know. I'll think about the players that I used to play with, that they were so good that they never got an opportunity to be seen just because women's football was not popular at that time when I started to be introduced, go under 19, Botswana and Banyana Banyana. You know, I think about our struggles, you know, I think about our fights. You know, I think about the challenges also that we normally face as women generally.
Yeah.
You know, it could be a corporate business, it could be in sport. But the suppression, you know, that we normally come across, you know, as women in sports, the gender equality, that it's not there, things that probably they were supposed to be equal, but just because we're women, people, they feel good, we don't deserve the equality. You know, the situations where you'll sleep in places where probably a professional player wouldn't feel comfortable to sleep there just because you still need to wake up tomorrow and perform and give, you know, what is being expected to you, why you were selected, being part of the team. But sometimes those are the things that they made it difficult to go to. As much as the talent is there, but I always feel good. Talent is always being suppressed by the treatment, you know, for women in sport. I believe women, they can rise with what they do. They can put their mind, they can set their mind. When they want to achieve something, they can achieve something. But when there's no support, when there's no structures, when there's no, you know, professional space that is being, you know, laid for you guys, you're working under conditions that you wouldn't really get results. But Mamela, we made it possible with the resources that they never made sense anyway.
Yeah, with the little that you guys had.
With the little that we had. Our belief was always, if we can bring something home, you know, if we can win something for the country, probably the attitude, you know, the stereotype from people, stereotype-minded people, they will start seeing women in general in sport differently. They will start to respect us. They will start to see it's not even about the gender. It's about the game. If we can deliver, why we don't deserve the support? Why we don't deserve a gender equality? Why we don't deserve the very same things that guys normally get? So we'll always fight for those things, you know, but it's always a challenge because I always felt guilty when you're also surrounded by women, who really don't take stand for other women, who will suppress other women just because they want to rise, out of other people's expense. So it becomes hard. It's a pain. Go by pain yourself, ngoba you expect these people to protect you. I'm around men. You expect these people, when men come to our space, to make sure with these people, they make these men understand where they are, who are we, how sensitive sometimes we are.
Yeah.
They need to understand, also in terms of the mentality that they're dealing with. Women are not like men, There are those who are born to be strong. There are those who they can't be strong. They can't take big challenges, I always say I'm a different breed. I always call myself very special. I got to grow up and get the both sides of the world. Being raised by women around, being surrounded by women, and being raised by men. And most of my time, I grew up with men, and I got to understand how I needed to be strong in this game. And when I entered to go Banyana Banyana, that's when I felt that I needed to stand up, and speak for what I think we deserve. And that was the problem, because when you started to speak out, you were gonna be suppressed. Those that were gonna be close for you,
take you off the team.
Now you started to be labeled, called wrong things, which probably Portia could discipline. Portia is doing this. I remember one time I came to a drug testing lab. Because I was they wanted everything to destroy me. They were saying I'm doing drugs. Yeah, just because I was very vocal, and not vocal just because I wanted to disrespect anyone. The only thing that we wanted, it was an opportunity to be heard. How we feel as athlete, how we needed to be treated in order for us to deliver. But it was never a two-way street. It was always a one-way street. It's either we took whatever that they were giving, or the door is open. And that time, you're coming from a very bad background, a very disadvantaged background. And you look back, you're like, if I go back, you're going to what?
Poverty.
Sometimes you get a breakthrough being even in this not comfortable place that they make you camp Kotsone. But it's better than home. When you're there, you get that peace of mind. As much as you still don't enough, but you're like, from where I'm coming from and where I am, being amongst other teammates, get to forget about where you're coming from, being with your second family, you're sharing things, you're sharing same problems, you're sharing same goals. We're trying to figure out how we can break through from where we're coming from. And we believe the good say, with what we have, with what they give, we need to be strong. And probably the answer one day it will be when we win the Africa Cup of Nations, people, they will start to look at us differently. It's what we always played for, the respect. We always played with our country. They must see value in us, because end of the day, we have lives that we need to go back on and try to improve. I played just because I wanted a breakthrough from my poverty.
That was your way out.
Yeah, I gave my best. I gave it all just because I couldn't stand where I was coming from. It's not like I was shy, but I couldn't stand the background. Every time when I will come home, having strangers, drinking, meal that you can't even trust. You'll sleep late, So that is why it always upsetting me when I hear people speak about Banyana Banyana, some of them, the way they speak, negatively, feeling good to those girls when they were boycotting. fighting for what they deserve. Some of the people saying they were selfish. I'm like, these people, they don't know what is being selfish. Maybe the name Slungu brought.
Yeah.
Because when you're talking about someone who's selfish, but he can still die for you with nothing, that is not being selfish. That is being giving. While else you have something that is not giving nothing, is not improving nothing, but is taking everything. He feels good everything where it deserves. It doesn't want to share. Low muntu selfish because it doesn't think for other people. It just want to take it and thinking for it and the family.
Take everything.
Yeah, take everything. While as Tina, we want to share. I just want to see my teammate going back home. If Megetladem Kukwini can build home, impili change. We all wanted that. But it was always a challenge because we were seen as something that we needed to be on the kitchen cooking. Being slaves. So, and you need to remember that time we were coming from apartheid, right? And all guys, all the men that they were in power, they were still having the mentality which men they deserve to be on the kitchen, women they deserve to obey men, But with the generation of today, it's different because things have changed. As much as I used to fight and people, they think, hey, Lomdano for attention, hey, Portia, I always want you politic. That's the only way you're fixing problems. That's the sad part. We were quiet for such a long time. As fortunate part, I was never quiet. I was the only one speaking. So your voice ended up being overpowered because you are the only one speaking the problems. You are the only one who not having any fear to speak about the challenges. And while as others, they're trying to save themselves. They're trying to save their food. And that time I'm saying, I'd rather go hungry if this is how I need to survive. It's still not fair how I need to survive because getting $30, getting paid 30 rand, getting paid $50, getting paid $200 playing for a national team. That is a punishment you're on yourself. So when I hear people really speaking about Banyana Banyana, it upsets me because those girls, they're giving you everything they have to the country out of nothing. They respect the country. They sing that, they understand why they sing that national anthem. For a fact, they can't bring the results. It's not their fault. If when you don't prepare your soldiers, you don't equip your soldiers enough, let's say you expect when you go to war, you'll come back with your soldiers, that's when you're wrong. But if you equip your soldiers in a good way, knowing good, even impi manje bangathi yes, will be able to stand for that fight because we know we did everything in our power, to make sure good these people, they are ready for this fight. Yes, we'll bring the results, but it's sad when these girls giving their all, coming from the resources that we have, but still people, they're not clapping hands. While as we have people 365 days playing a professional league, week in, week out. Some playing huge leagues in Europe. They can't qualify for the World Cup. Bafana. With all the resources that they have, they can't qualify. But Banyana.
It seems as if you guys are supposed to be getting paid more, actually, as Banyana.
I always say, Kere, when I speak about women's football, people, they misunderstand me. I will never be angry for women's football. And I'm not angry. I will hear other people say, Portia Kiriaki Pirili. She needs to stop. Anger. I will never have anger. I played my part. It's like Uspanile. I took football as like a job. I go to this company, and I saw the unfairness of this company. And when my time, Mrs. Figo Guting spelling tate my retirement fund, I did that. Someone else needs to come and work to that company. Because it was never mine. It was something that was built. It needs to maintain a generation and a generation of athletes. It was never mine. So when we worked on that space and understanding the value, understanding the talent that we have, it's a gift. If it was something that anyone could go buy it to any pharmacy, probably everyone was gonna be special. Probably was gonna be fighting to all of us to play for that national team. But we are the chosen one. We are special. There are those who put effort to be the best players. There are those who were born to be the best players. They just need to work to make sure they polish what God gave them. So it pains me when we're trying to make people aware our work condition place, it's not okay. We need better, because as much as every time you guys expect us to produce, we can't produce because we don't have the resources and the working place is not healthy. Besides, there's people about I sebenza wena tend to complain. Those are the selfish people, because those people also they working somewhere. If you can swap things around, give them our resources, how we being treated, and the problem in their working place, the way they being treated nicely, babu cheese, give it to us. Better when you go work in our condition and see which you will still speak the way you're speaking, being selfish, the way you are. So I always say I'm singing mali mina. If you didn't love me, I don't expect you to love me now. I've got really nothing that I need to do now for you guys to love me. I've gave it all for this country. The same players who are still playing today that are being disrespected. There are people who doesn't even understand what is the national team. They're still taking the national team as a club. It's not a club. It's a national team. It simply says it's a country. So it simply says you can't choose which you favor ban or our favor ban. You need to choose that flag. You need to support that flag. But ngoba, our football is so fucked up. Our leadership is so fucked up. They never make people to understand why we're having these both national teams. What are the meaning of these both national teams? When they singing the national anthem, what does it mean to the country? So there are people who still thinking national anthem ngoma ya mapiano. And we're having a problem.
It's a crazy situation. Banyana Banyana was playing a friendly match with Botswana a few weeks ago at some small stadium in Soweto. I was so surprised because most friendly games, you would play them maybe at Orlando Stadium, FNB Stadium. Well, I thought they were going to go to FNB Stadium in preparation for the World Cup. And I thought that people were going to come out with their... It's a national team, as you said, right? We need to support them. What did you make with the incident that took place there whereby the team didn't want to play?
I was not surprised. It was just a matter of time. Oguthi, these girls now finally they voice out, they and speak for what they deserve. I always say if women they could understand good, that is why what we're playing is a team sport. Individual it's a tennis, golf.
Yeah.
In sport, even when we fight, we need to be a team. We can't fight individual because when we play in the field, we are a team. So when I saw that happening, they reminded me when I was still playing a jungle.
But I'm sure you were happy. You were happy, eh?
Playing. I will never celebrate that.
Okay.
I will never celebrate that. Instead, that for me, it was a disgrace. Oguti, even today, something that Tina we used to fight for, something that we used to channel ourselves, our mind to, Oguti, one day if we can be the champions go Africa, we'll get a better treatment, we'll be taken really seriously in this country. Class of 96 won the World Cup or the Africa Cup of Nations. Why they are special? Why they are still special even today? What makes them special than us? Because if I'm saying we understand what is the meaning of these both national teams, why we singing this national anthem the same and wearing those colors the same? What makes them special than us? Because now we have an Africa Cup of Nations in our hands. So, even today they still stand. They're still rated as the kings of Africa because they won that Africa Cup of Nations. Other class, they failing to win it. But that class, Yabo doctors still stand today. So with this universe today, after 10 years to 15 years, not spelling the Africa Cup of Nations, our girls get the Africa Cup of Nations. This is the treatment that they get. I was sitting there and I'm like, I had a stomach butterflies. I'm like, yo, if I was still there, after so many years thinking in my head, if we can fight and win the Africa Cup of Nations, I'll be started to treated differently and treated like a professional player. I'll start to get my respect. This is the same treatment I was still gonna get after their hard work of so many years investing. They were still gonna treat me like this. Hey Joe, that was painful. It was painful for that class. But see, these girls, they deserve better. They did something that we wish to do, to change how people think. When I saw those girls have the trophy, in my head I was like, finally things, they will change back home for women's football.
Yeah.
They come back. It was a 2 minutes change, but everything went back to the
normal.
The way we normally being treated. What is it that we need to do, coaches? We need to sleep with power in order for us to get the recognition that we deserve. Playing is not enough. Winning trophies is not enough. Under conditions that are not proper for athletes. But we win, we give our hearts, we give our all for our country. Still, it's not enough. Those are the situations those girls, they need to face. Those girls, they need to boycott, they deserve money. Why we need to play Botswana going to the World Cup? What was it that we were gonna benefit? Botswana is not even playing the Africa Cup of Nations. They're still far to qualify for the Africa Cup of Nations. You're bringing Botswana for us to prepare going for the World Cup. Okay, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe people are right, I'm crazy. Maybe I don't see things the way people see things. Today, people are complaining. We can't even protect our goals. We can't even score. We needed to score. We needed to win that game. But if you did your homework proper, when those girls come back from the World Cup, from the Africa Cup of Nations, being the champions, you didn't need to exhaust them. You needed to celebrate them. In 9 provinces, the national team is being played by players who are coming from these 9 provinces.
Yeah.
So why Joburg, why Gauteng is getting the privileges to see the queens? Why other provinces, they don't get an opportunity to see the queens? Why they have other queens from other provinces who are presenting the national team? When Bafana won the Africa Cup of Nations, everyone wanted the piece of Bafana. Every province wanted to see Bafana. Right? Because they had players coming from other provinces called Bafana. right? After a long season preparing for us mentally, we want to go to Africa Cup of Nations and win the Africa Cup of Nations for the first time.
Yeah.
But man, these girls, they gave it all. They win the Africa Cup of Nations. When they come back, they are so tired. It's been a hard year. You don't celebrate them. You bring them Brazil to finish them. You know why? Because when they won, coming back, everyone was saying, pay Banyana Banyana. You promise. Pay Banyana Banyana. Because politicians, they understand how our people minds work. Start a moment. Yes, a moment. Maybe ngathi manje sikhuluma ngo-past. Yonke lento ngajika i-interview bele kube ngo-past. Sesikhohlwa nge-football. There's something else attractive manje that could sell.
Something that's trending.
Yeah, trending. Yeah. Yeah. So now they understand that our people we're not consistent. We were never taught how to be consistent and look one thing and solve one thing, then we can move on. We're all over the show. That is why South Africa, they're weighing a con, because we're all over the show, right? Then Brazil came and beat us 7. We were saying, pay us. You promised the girls. Pay the girls. Before they can even pay the girls, before they could even answer, they bring Brazil beat us 7. Now media started to say how Ganti play Banyana that won the Africa Cup of Nations. Where are these queens? Now Brazil erase us being the queens of Africa. They say, oh, okay, now we're succeeding. We can see people are starting to shift. The momentum of pay the girls now is going down. Let's kill it, Brazil. Australia. They bring Australia. When we come back, everyone was quiet now. Everyone was pissed off. Good. Now we lost against Australia. Can't where these champions of Africa? Can't Alice Banyana won with luck.
They were not okay mentally. They didn't get their money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Besides the money, we don't know money. We're starting to fight for money now. We don't know money. We've been playing without money. So I'm talking about Uguti when all that young kelentole yenzagala Justin. I'm thinking it's mekumele ngabe labantwana bodla ama Christmas or spend a skati with their families after a long season, because they are exhausted. There was nothing you were gonna get after that from them. After that tournament, they are tired. They miss home also. They've been not home months. Preparation, going to the Africa Cup of Nations. Mentally nabo they are tired. Ukubonana nje kuba sendaweni eyi-1 angazi maybe balweka ngakubakhathele. Onke umuntu sekafuna ukuhamba we won. We have the Africa Cup of Nations. Can I go home? Go back to my life? Because I do have a life without the national team, right? I have a family without the national team, right? Miss those people. Wanna go back home because I just serve my country. And the only thing that I'm expecting my country to celebrate me. We want to see these girls being all over TV. We wanted to see these girls signing deals with brands. Nothing happened like that. Nothing happened like that. Instead, we were suppressed by Brazil. We were suppressed in Australia. Then, why are you wasting that money? Because that money, you needed to save it. Which when we come back now, preparing for a real thing, the real cup, the World Cup, now we can bring Australia. Now we can bring Brazil. Or we can bring the European countries that they didn't qualify, that we know they play the same standard, that we're gonna face go World Cup. Now we bring them to prepare ourselves with them and see our mistakes. Good. Okay, if we're playing against Argentina, let's say, what is it that we're gonna fix going forward to the World Cup? Because these people, they play the same type of football. You bring Botswana, so it's really malasena malo bring Botswana.
And Ishani foot. Well, obviously with the new team.
That was not Banyana Banyana. Don't disrespect Banyana Banyana like that. Don't disrespect those girls like that. That was not Banyana Banyana. That was a politician team because they wanted to stop what Banyana Banyana, the real queens that they were fighting for. And it's very disturbing because those girls, you don't know what they said to them in order for those girls to betray their first team. They are role models. They look up to these people. They want to go and play there. Forgetting good, the senior teams, what they're fighting for, they're coming to it. They're coming to it. Because they want to play for the first team. One day, they want to play for Banyana Banyana. So this Banyana Banyana, what they're fighting for, it's going to benefit the younger generation when they come to play for Banyana. So they didn't understand that. But I don't blame them because they were older people influencing, telling these girls what to do. I blame those people, not those girls. Because those girls, if they had a better understanding, which you're not going to go and betray your own. Because they're fighting for you. You're still young, 13. Your future is very bright. But you're coming to what? Tomorrow is going to be you boycotting. Let the seniors boycott for you when you come, when you find a red carpet. What's wrong with that? But people abadala batshela labantwana ukuthi ba betray abosisi babo. It's like you're saying under 23 go betray bafana. That will never happen. But why people, they want us to accept and allow that to happen? Because we women. That is an abuse on another level. When we're talking about abuse, this is you abuse on another level. You don't disrespect those girls like that. After out of nothing being the champions of Africa. They said this is how when you wanna substitute our girls with our under 17 team.
Just like that.
Just like that. Have respect. We fight for those rankings. About the weather. If you can't even show me a certificate or a medal or a trophy, go to go to any big stage, trying to put our rankings in this country somewhere, don't disrespect us like that. We understand you don't know the feeling, but don't disrespect us like that. We work to put our rankings high. It's not easy to do that. So generation and generation, it was a chain to make sure we push.
It was a battle.
It was a battle which we push. We're trying to be number 1. We're trying to be number 2. We're trying to be number 10 or number 15 in the world. But you sitting there, just having power, you never play any sport. You just conduct.
I'm just a politician.
You're just a politician. Maybe you disrespect us. Or you think we're just objects. Without us, when you don't have a word to discuss nothing with any corporates. You discuss because we are the product that you go and discuss for. So respect our work.
When you were playing for Banyana Banyana at the time, after the game, how were you getting home? Was there like a car branded Banyana Banyana dropping you home?
No, I'll take a taxi near Kaya and North. After I took sharp 5 goals, Botswana.
No ways. No ways. For real?
Yeah. So that is why I get so pissed off when people who never even occupy the space, I feel like they have an opinion. You know, there are a lot of things that we see on TV. People doing for increase their salaries, doing stuff. I can't even comment because I don't know their working place and I never experienced. I could only just listen. But say, get how? I think I think they are unfair, yeah. But I can't speak as in like I've been there. I know how Portia is speaking rubbish. As in like you were playing with me, sharing the same jersey, singing the national anthem. When I'm opasa, man. Some of you, and that's not kichi manje. It's places ngan. Abanye nje ukugijima bakwazi ukuchima bakwazi. They never been athlete. Namanje mongathi some so gym ngaphefumula enye into. Phefumula enye into but opinion yalawo bantu labo ya disturb
on Twitter.
Ya disturb. You know, I'm just saying ukuthi sometimes before we comment asibe nobuntu man. Asike sicabange, let's switch on. Ya ukuyithathe problem ukuyifaka ecathulweni zakho uzicabanga ukuthi let's say if bathi bengisebenza for 30 years ngingaqholi. I can't even maintain my life. Yasebenza. I have a family that I need to maintain, I'm a breadwinner. But I'm going to work ngithatha imali zabantu zokugibela. They want the money back. But I can't do that. Sometimes sengifila ngathi I don't have to be outside. Mele ngizivalele ngoba people want their money. But they say, but you're working. So why you can't pay your bills because you're working? We see you on TV. They say there are people who are saying, Portia is crazy. These girls, they need to go out there and play for free. And take a taxi after coming from the World Cup. They can't even buy themselves cars.
Yeah.
So it's okay, good Lord, bantwana labo babantu babese taxi after being the champions of Africa. That is why you say Portia is crazy. If you're saying that, I'm fine being crazy. Because one day, those girls, they need to be able to maintain their families.
Yeah.
Some of them, they will be starting their own families. They need to be able to maintain their kids and their own households. They need to be able probably to give back to their families, people who nurture them, people who supported their career until the nation saw good they could be the weapon of the nation. So how do we thank back, even back to our community, people who said, go play is so good, one day uzodlala lapha, people who supported me. How do I look back and say, what is it that I can give back for my township, people who supported me, people who made sure good I become a weapon of the country. People who saw the talent in me. Even my parents, I can't even say thank you, ma, and buy mama mean. They said there are people who believe good Tina, we're being selfish by asking what we deserve as women, gender equality. So it worries me as for thinking about disturbed about. I'm like, I wonder this person is married. If she feels good women, they don't have to get gender equality. I wonder how is your household? I wonder that woman has got a free speech now. Because for me, starting to feel good, wow, that woman is being suppressed. That woman is just a tool of the house.
Yeah.
Another voice. If you hear men, these girls are crazy, they need to go out there and play. They can't be paid like men. Wow.
What about your own wife?
What about your own wife? What about your own kids? What about your own daughters? What's happening in your house? Then, that's it, pinning pazile food. When I see all these men on power suppressing women, what are your wives saying? They got used to be suppressed in a way which you, as a wife, you don't talk some sense to your guy, my guy. Man. My guy,
Calm down,
Calm down. You know you're presenting me out there. And when you do this, it simply says, you're showing them how you're treating me at home. My guy. This is what I see when I see men doing that. I'm like, when I see a woman, I'm like, oh, I'm even scared to talk to him. I was a clap or come on, Portia. It's a problem.
Yo. Portia.
Yeah. It's sad, but it's a sad reality. It's a sad reality. You know, but some of us were born to be leaders. Probably was born to be a leader inside the field and outside the field. I can't allow my younger sisters go the same road that I went. I can't allow my young nephews.
Yeah.
They will go the same journey that I went through. Depression is real. You know, your life changes when you play for a national team. People, they don't look at you the same. I'm still not the same even today.
Yeah.
You know, because like you said, I'm a legend. And I need to watch what I do. I need to watch what associate myself with who. You know, I don't know what is safe for me. You know, I don't know the intentions of people. Because I'm me. You know?
Yeah.
So, I'm fighting for those girls to get paid so they could be able to control their lives.
Yeah.
Mamela, football didn't do much for me. I'm a hustler. I hustled. Even today, if I speak about women's football, I speak just because I know I have an experience. I don't speak just because I'm looking for some sympathy. I'm looking for
attention.
Yeah. I'm looking for a home to stay. No, I already have a home to stay. I just want a better generation to get better. I want to be a proud legend. I want to sit there and watch those girls and I can clap my hands in it.
Well done.
That is why we're legends for such things. When you see these girls after playing, nabo sebakwazi ukushawa baya ku parking lot ba club plaza.
Yeah.
From distance watching that, I'll be clapping hands, which I played my part. Yes, I didn't get that, but seeing others getting out of my voice, I'm really a legend. What more do I want?
When you look at Banyana Banyana, they're currently playing in the World Cup. Do you think they're okay mentally based on what they just experienced? Regardless of them, obviously they're going to get certain funds, but do you think that they're okay mentally? Because sometimes you can have the money, but your mind is not really that well.
You know, I'm trying to think. Ngibuza that question, Justin, ukuthi yini into ezobayenza ukuthi bangabi okay? What's new? You know? Because into engakuyenza ukuthi ungabi okay, into oqala ukuyibona into ezokushocka.
Yeah.
Then it will disturb you. Then I'm trying to think, what's new? What is it that they did that they haven't done before? What happened then? Yini le entsha ngayo? Ukuthi it's been happening behind the scenes. It's only now. Ivela. But these girls, they've been going through this for such 35 years. Nami ngisadlala nabo njengoba badlala. And they can still go out there and bring the results. They will come back to camp and have a lot of things to say, negativity.
Yeah.
But they have a win in their pockets. You know, I always saying it. Bazoceda ukudlala. They will start to speak, don't worry.
Yeah? Serious?
Yeah, they will stop playing. They will start to speak. My coach, Desiree. I got up forever. When the coaches there at that position, they left. They started to speak.
After they left?
After. Nah, it was kuluma. Angel. Cause nothing is fair. Angel. So, I always saying it. No mama mzali wami. Umama ongizalayo engimrespectayo. Mangaqala ngathi uba unfair, khanda la kalsa switch on. Mamela, I will challenge my mother. It's not even about you being a mother. It's about how you give the respect as a mother. It's about how you raise me, how you feed me to be a better person. Because you become my role model as a mother. But if you are a mother, I'm also me. As much as I learn from you, I'm also me. I take what I think it will work for me to my mother. I'm also building what it will work for me. And when my mom starts to do something that it doesn't work for me, my mom starting to be selfish, black text, I challenge. which it doesn't happen like that. If you fail to provide that, then I grow up being a breadwinner. Now I start to give. And if you can't receive with both hands, you still feel good is not enough. I challenge.
Sure. The money that Banyana Banyana is getting at the moment, right? Do you think it's less than 50% of what Bafana Bafana is getting?
To tell you the honest truth, I don't even care. But I'm happy with those girls. They have that money that they have today. I'm glad good. Probably some of them will see it, go, I blow it for once, go whenever I reach. You know?
Do you think we're going to get maybe 10 episodes of I Blow It?
For once go whenever I reach. We've been seeing guys because they've been getting paid such monies. And they blow their money.
And it's football players.
You know, and it's football players. And we never had any stories about women. Probably it's about time. You know, we see good as much as we fight with these girls, they must get what they deserve so they could start to build their life. They could start to have a better life. Some of them, their mind is channeled today, or some of them, there will be other, like their brothers, and that will see, go, I blow it. But one thing I always knew, Ore, women think better.
Definitely. 100%.
Women are the core of the house.
Yep.
You know, as much as I always spoke and as much as I look like Tanong in a candle, classic girl. I always had a brain. You know, angazi ngabani kandani. Always come back home, try to do right. You know, we women, man. I can be a lesbian. I can behave the way I behave. But I'm a woman. I never wanted to be a man. I'm a woman, acknowledging myself as a woman and also the things that I do. It's just that Gucci, like I said, I'm different and I'm special. For effect, Gucci, I can conduct both. It's so nice. So even the women who are playing in the national team, as much as others will say, I'm just this is my daughter, my papa. So funny manje in my personal life of those girls. Gucci, those girls are bisexual, good, those girls are gay. Dude. Probably in the closet njobo kuluma too much.
Shut up, man.
Shut up. Problem first wako bizinati njobo kuluma too much. You don't know. Shut up. Just accept umuntu the way angakhona. If umuntu respect ukuthi mina after ngicela ukuchifta phambi kwakho ngicela ukurespecta ngiyenzana with my spare time, with my life. Dude, draw the line. Draw the line.
Don't come too close.
Don't come too close. So we need to learn that as people. Draw the line. Respect other people's choices. Respect other people, what they want to do. It's no more about the problem. It's not your choice. It's not your life. The only thing that you need to do, give love and support. Because you expect the same now. So why are we starting to interfere with telling us food? While else we have really serious issues that we can't even fix. And also, I will say to Banyana Banyana, I mean, today we're proud. Today we know the journey, we know where we're coming from. And seeing you taking where we're coming from, put it on top with nothing, bringing home what we wanted to take after a couple, we didn't, but you guys did it. Out of our foundation, we're proud, we couldn't ask for more. The only thing, we don't have power to respect you. We don't have power to show you how much we salute you. We see you. We don't have that power. But if we had power, yes. It's probably, estate, you deserve it. I was going to give that to you.
Wow. How's your book?
My book, Joe, you know, it's funny because when I wrote my book, you know, I was like, these are the stories that they will catch up. It will catch up with people later. I was just putting a reminder with my book. It's like I was capturing my stories that I used to tell you guys what's going on in the world. but I was unpack.
No.
You know, Gucci. Later, when you want them,
You can
again,
just go to the book.
you can just go to the book and
yeah.
find. Because what I spoke on the book is the very same things that are happening. I don't have a reason to hate. You know, I sometimes I see Gucci, people who doesn't know me, they look at me, they think, I'm not calling nonsense, I'm the sweetest person ever.
They don't know you. I know you.
Yeah, I'm the sweetest person ever. Very humble. You know, I respect other people. I never change myself. For me, it was just a work. You know, I still live a class. Hang around with people that I normally hang around. Basang tuma. Not ngobang tuma ngobang. I don't have a career.
Yeah.
Or I don't have a life.
You're still a child at home.
I'm still a child at home. I never lose my respect just because, you know, I always tell kids out there, Gary, don't make money bese imali genza mdala.
So wena ula.
Wena so ubaba akho ngoba unemali. So umama akho ngoba unemali.
That's very powerful.
Yeah,
that's
so
very powerful actually.
Ngisesemncane. Sisenabazali. Sisenabusisi. I still have people that I grew up with that I still have respect, despite ukuthi ba abobani ba achieve ifuna mina, like I said, throw the line. Accept people the way they present themselves to you. And now respect that, take that and give it back. If you can encourage to be better, please do encourage with that person to be better.
Portia, I'm very excited. I'm actually having goosebumps actually right now. Like as I'm talking to you right now, I'm very excited for you. I don't want to lie to you. But anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. I see you as a hero towards Banyana Banyana. You are truly a legend.
The aim is not to be a hero. The aim is to be a true legend. I need to be a sister. You know, I need to be an elder sister. You know,
you're a leader basically.
Yeah, I don't have to buy faces on other people's expense. You know, Amela, I'll sleep hungry than being a sellout. Nyayazi ndlala ngikhule ndlala nje.
It's not something.
Alangikhula ke papa nekhabishi.
Papa nebisi.
Ni papa nebisi.
Papa namanzi.
Amela, I'm still proud even today I do that. Create your own life, create your own legacy. That's where you fit in. Create your own storyline. That's where you fit in because you know that storyline better than any other storylines.
Sure. Portia. Is everything that you're saying in the book? I haven't read the book. Like this is so punchy. So I'm a heading. I'm a chapter 3, chapter 5.
I wrote about a lot of things in my book.
Yeah.
You know, I think I needed to share the person that I am. And I wanted people to see those who are always negative. As much as some of us, we had a hard way, we never took it. It was just a learning curve. They made me a better person, and they also made me a giving person even more. Because I don't want to see anyone struggling. I don't want to see anyone being suppressed out of what they deserve, you know. And we need to learn to be truthful as people, you know. I always say, Gucci, sometimes you have a boss. That boss is just a name. Just in. Still a boss unekama.
Yeah.
Still a human being, une family of kids.
Yeah.
He still need to be somebody when he is somewhere. You know? There's a quote that I once saw, but don't respect lose the opportunities of building yourself. You know, unga respect too much. When there's an opportunity, you can't even see you need to take the opportunity. You standing up is not disrespecting. You saying what you deserve, that is not being disrespectful. Sometimes you saying it will come harsh. But it is not disrespectful.